Hashem, we're going to start with chapter 35, verse 12. The sixth Aliyah. Aryeh, would you read for us the first pasuk? Ve'et ha'aretz. Perek Lamed Hey, pasuk Yud Bet. You have it? Yeah, 35:12. Ve'et ha'aretz. You got it, Aryeh? You don't have it? Let me get the page. What? Yeah, you be. Oh, yeah, because they're one pasuk off the whole time. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe I'm the one who's one pasuk off. Hold on. Here, it's page 193. Ve'et ha'aretz, pasuk Yud Bet. Page 193. Okay, excellent. It says, to the land which I gave to Avram and Yitzchak, to you I will give it, and to your descendants after you I will give the land. So, okay. So God is promising this. Vayal me'alav Elokim. And after that, God went up from him, b'makom asher diber ito, in the place where he spoke with him. Rashi here has a comment that's just incredible. Rashi has a comment that's just absolutely incredible, mind-boggling. When I tell you this comment, you're going to see the true greatness of Rashi. You're going to see this comment. You're going to see what this Rashi's greatness. He says, hold on one second. Yeah, I'm going to read it to you. Hold on one second. I'll read it. Okay, so Rashi writes here on the verse, "B'makom asher diber ito, eini yodea ma me'amdenu." I don't know what this teaches us. Rashi could have just kept quiet, but instead he broadcasts to the world, I don't know. He didn't have to comment. He doesn't comment on every word. He doesn't comment on every verse, but he just broadcasts to the world, I don't know what this teaches us. Actually, hold on one second. Rashi says, I don't know the meaning of a pasuk. In the Tanakh, he says it 77 times. And in the Talmud, he says it 112 times. So Rashi writes basically almost 200 times, I don't know. He's not afraid to say he doesn't know. You don't have to pretend we know everything. Yeah, Aryeh, what were we going to say? Yeah, there's something real important. Why else would the Torah write it? But he doesn't know why they wrote it. Exactly. Okay, so Pasuk Yudalet, Vayatsev Yaakov, Matseva b'makom asher diber ito, and Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he spoke with him, Matzeves Aven, a pillar of stone, Mayasech aleh nesech, and he established a libation on it, Vayisoch Hashem, and he poured oil. Vayikra Yaakov et Shem Makom Asher Diber Ito Sham Elokim Beitel. And Jacob called the place that God spoke with him there. He called it Beitel. Vayisumi Beitel. Okay, so now they're traveling from Beitel. Vayod Kivrat Haaretz Lavo Efrata. And the land was still about a beres of the land to go towards Ephrat. Vateod Rachel, Vatikash Polita. So Rachel was giving birth, and she was having difficulty. Now, it's actually interesting that Beitel is not near Ephrat. They're not close to each other.
Except
Rashi,
there could have been, it could have been the future Shevet of Ephraim, because Elkanah was from Hearts of Fim, and also it says that he was Ephrati, and he was in Binyamin. Beitel is in Binyamin, right? So
so you want to say, fine. So then you want to say that Rachel's tomb is not where everybody goes today. Then you're
Ramban
trying to
already
say
says that.
Rachel's tomb. What?
Ramban already says that
Okay, I'm just saying that if you want to
because he
say
says that
that,
Bethlehem is not on the way out of Yerushalayim towards Bavel. So
yeah,
he
of
said
course,
no,
it's in the
it's
opposite
not
direction.
right. So he says it's not there. So I'm not the first one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying it seems like Rachel was buried in Beit El, near Beit El, rather than Ephrat. Should we look that up on Grok, Ari?
Looking something up on the.
What are we looking up? What?
They saw.
Yeah.
I was just wondering where it was in modern.
Yeah, I've been there. It's in the Shomron, near. It's right across the road from Ramallah, where they would say being in America is more dangerous. Hold on. Kobe, how you doing?
What are you?
Amazing.
Being in
But
Ramallah is more dangerous than anywhere in the world.
what?
Being in Ramallah is more dangerous than any of the other places. My
But
brother
they tell
teased
us
me that I'm the only
I
one that saw the Mukata of Yasser Arafat. All of them were.
have a friend who his daughter, friend from Beit El, Aval knows him, and he gave us a tour guide. He gave us a tour to Beit El, but his daughter was killed on the road to Beit El. She was murdered by terrorists.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on one second. Hold on one second. I don't know where our boys are. They're late today, but they'll be here. Okay, COVID. So look up Aryeh. Was Rachel buried near Beit El or near Ephrat? Because it's two different places. Okay, now go do the next verse. Vayibach shotab widata. She was going through her difficult childbirth. Vatomer la mialedes. And the one who was helping her give birth said, Al tiri, don't be afraid. Ki gam zelach ben, you have a son here. You're going to give birth to a son. Excuse me. This is in addition. Ki gam zelach ben. This is in addition to Joseph. No seif lachal Yosef. And our rabbis explained in Kol Shevet Nolda Te'uma. So the rabbis say, so the simple explanation is also this is a son in addition to the first one, in addition to Joseph. But he gives another explanation that with each tribe, with each of the 12 tribes, there was born a female twin. And in Benjamin, an extra female twin was born. So there were two girls and one boy. What does it say, Aryeh? Near Bethlehem. But ask them, do some argue that she's buried near Beit El?
So like on the way to Bethlehem.
Yeah, because that's where he is. Hello, Eyal, how you doing? All right, here's their chumash.
Thank you. I got it.
All right, Kobe, you read the next. What page is that?
Vayishlach,
No, what page?
chapter 192.
Okay, 192.
Yeah.
Okay, Kobe, please.
Which
Rabbi,
Um,
halachic,
what?
halachic question.
Yeah.
Is the reason she's buried where she died because of Met Kana Mekomo? Because Yaakov died in Egypt and he wasn't buried in Egypt, and
Yeah, Yaakov explained why he buried her there because he wanted her to be a source of inspiration for people on the way.
yeah, so this was Nevuah long before it happened.
Exactly.
Okay,
All right, sit right next to Noah. There's a chumash. Take the chumash from right there. No, that one. Okay, fine. You want to sit next to Kobe? Works for me too. Okay, Kobe, you read. Pasuk Yud Ches, verse 18. What page are we, Kobe?
193.
193.
Okay. Vayihi
Right, Vehi.
Bitsei
Good, Kobe.
Nafsha Ki
Meta.
Meta Bitikra Mo Ben Choni Be'aviv Kara Lo Binyamin.
Right, very good. Vehi B'tzei Nafsha. When she was dying, Ki Meta, her soul was departing because she was dying. Vatikra Shemo Ben Oni. And she called her son while she was dying, Ben Oni, the son of my pain. And his father called him Binyamin. So what does Rashi say? Hey, how you doing? Well, I like those pants. You put them on backwards. The writing's around the back.
No.
Yes.
No. The writing is on the front.
Are you sure?
I promise you.
I don't buy that. When I was growing up, they had the writing on the back.
No. The writing is on the front.
Okay, fine. Okay, so she called him the son of my affliction, and Jacob called him Benjamin. Say the page for these guys?
193.
193. So let's see what Rashi says. Ben Oni, Ben Sari, the son of my pain. Rashi called him Benjamin. Why was he named Benjamin? That this is the only one of Jacob's son who was born in the land of Canaan, which is in the south. So Jacob called him Benjamin because he was the only one born in Canaan.
Because maps were oriented east, not north, like they are today.
Yeah.
So if you're heading east,
So it's on the right. The
Rome is on the right.
where they're coming from. So that's why I call him the son of my right. Alternatively, Shon Safon V'Yamina Tabaratam. Okay, fine. Or alternatively, son of the south. But it's interesting that the mother calls him the son of my pain, but the father calls him the son of my right, which is a sign of strength. A sign of strength. Okay, Arya, you read the next pasuk, and then
Yoted.
Yutet. And get ready, Nora. You're next. You can practice, and then Kobe's right after that. Vatamat.
Vatamas Rachel Vatikaver Bidere Ephrasa
He.
Vayishlach.
Right. So Rachel died, and she was buried on the way to Ephrata. That is Bethlehem. Anybody ever been there today to Rachel's tomb? Yeah. Have you ever been there? Yeah, I've been there.
Like huge walls.
Yeah, that make you really feel unsafe.
Why?
Why they put up huge walls? Because it's next to an Arab settlement, so they attack the Jews while they go to pray.
It used to be really cool though. No? And not that long ago. Like it used to be like original, like in the 60s or something.
I mean, I went there. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice place. Okay. Nehorai. Bakasha, Likro, את הפסוק. מצבה. היא Right. So Jacob established a matzeva. You know what a matzeva is? It's a tombstone. Al kfurata, on her burial spot. This is the matzevet kfurat Rachel. This is the monument of Rachel's tomb until today. It's the monument of Rachel's tomb until today. Okay, Judah, you read.
Vayishlach.
Vayishlach Yisrael.
Vayishlach Yisrael Vayit Ahava Meha'ava Meha'le'ah Lamigdal Adeh.
Amen. Very good. So Jacob journeyed, and he came, and he traveled with his tent onward to Migdal Eder. Okay, this next pasuk is one of the most painful verses in the whole Torah. Who's going to read it? Colby, you read it. Vayihi.
Vayihi Bishkan Yisrael Be'ered
Hahi.
Hahi Vayilech Reuven Vayishkav Et Bilhah
Pilegesh.
Pilegesh Aviv Vayishma Yisrael Vayehu B'nei Yaakov Shinem Asa.
Okay, so let me translate this. Let me give you the explanation, and then we'll read the Rashis. So it says, when now remember, who's just died? Who has just died? Rachel. Excellent. Bishkon Yisrael, when Israel settled in that land, I'm going to translate the words. It's not Rashi. I'm translating them literally. Vayelach Reuven. Reuven went. Vayishkav et Bilhah pilegesh aviv. And he slept with Bilhah, the concubine of his father. What does that mean? Now, Reuven, do you understand what that means, Judah?
That he
it says that Jacob settled down. Reuven went and slept with Jacob's concubine, Bilhah. You know what a concubine is?
like a servant.
Concubine is like a wife, but it's not your actual wife. She's basically his. She has certain wifely responsibilities and duties, but she doesn't have the privileges of a wife. All right, she doesn't have the responsibilities of the wife. So Reuven took his father's concubine and slept with her. That's what the text says. So now, do you understand what that means? Okay, because if I had to go and more explaining, I would say no. Then you're on your own. Vayishma Yisrael, and it says, and Israel heard this. What did he hear, Colby? What did he hear?
They heard about what's his name sleeping.
Well, Reuven did. Yeah. And now there's three small words written next to that in the Hebrew. What are the three small words? Tiska be'emtza pasuk. Stop in the middle of the verse. I believe this only happens twice in the Torah, that you stop. The verse just stops. Nothing else. It just stops. Something so shocking was done. He slept with his father's basically wife. And Jacob heard. And he said nothing. And what are the next words? And Jacob's sons were 12. Why does it say Jacob's sons were 12? What's the connection, Aryeh? Why does it say Jacob's sons were 12? Why does it say that? We know Jacob had 12 sons. Why does it repeat that Jacob had 12 sons all of a sudden? What do you think, Kobe?
Trying to think of something, but I can't.
Maybe he still classifies his son as a son, even though he did it all the life.
Exactly, Ari. Even though his son did this terrible thing, his son, can you even imagine this? Can you even imagine? Son did such a horrific thing, and he says, "You're still my son. No matter what, he's my son. No matter what, he's my son." That's what he's saying. No matter what, a son is always a son, no matter what they've done. No matter what they've done, he's always a son. That's the concept there. It's the concept. The son is always a son. So, hold on 1 second. Let's read the Rashis. But before we do that, I just want to see one thing. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now let's see what the Rashi says. Rashi says, until he had arrived at Hebron near Isaac, all these misfortunes occur to him. But Rashi doesn't agree that that Reuven slept with Jacob's concubine Bilhah. He says he just disturbed the location of her bed. So therefore, the scripture treats it as though he slept with her, but he didn't. Why? Because what happened was when Rachel died, Jacob took his bed, which had regularly been placed in the tent of Rachel, and not in the other tents, and put it in Bilhah's tent. Reuven came and demanded satisfaction for the insult to his mother. He said, if my mother's sister was a rival of my mother, should my mother's sister's handmaiden be a rival of my mother? That's why I disturbed the location on the bed. So Rashi says he didn't actually sleep with her. He just moved her bed, so it was as though he slept. You follow that? Now, why does it say Jacob's sons were 12 according to Rashi? Once Benjamin was born, the bed of Jacob was complete, and now they were worthy to be counted. And our rabbis taught that all of them are equal and all of them are righteous, for Reuven did not sin. The rabbis don't want to say that Reuven sinned. Okay, so now in our last 2 minutes of the study, I'm going to open up this thing, and I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to predict what he said. Okay. So, okay. Okay, what should I read? You give me the section which I should read from. How about this? Do you want parenting, knowledge and learning, faith and prayer, love and
prayer.
Wait, you didn't hear all of them. Love and relationships, Jewish leadership. Which one?
Faith and prayer.
Faith and prayer.
No, love and
Yeah, I have to come back more for that later. Okay. You'll get that next time. You'll get love and relationships next time.
No.
Okay, let's go to defining observance. 96.
Oh, yeah.
A man came to the Rebbe. A man came to the Rebbe requesting his blessings for a cousin who has been diagnosed with cancer. The Rebbe said, what did the Rebbe say? The Rebbe said, our sages teach that a person's physical state can be affected by their spiritual condition. Tell me about your cousin's level of observance. The man said, well, she's not observant, the man said. What do you think the Rebbe responded to that?
Well,
What?
To be happy.
The Rebbe said, if she's not observant, then encourage her to take a mitzvah upon herself. The Rebbe said, can you suggest, for example, that she begin lighting Shabbos candles each and every Friday night?
So close.
He says, can you suggest that she begin lighting Shabbos candles every Friday night? So the man said, she already lights Shabbos candles. As though personally offended, the Rebbe got upset. He said, then how can you say she isn't observant? Okay, just because we have 1 minute left and Eyal wanted love and relationships.
No, I did not.
Arik wanted love and relationships.
Before you go to the next one, Rabbi.
What?
I asked my Chabad Havruta today what the Rebbe would say about the man who wanted a wife for his son. She said that the Rebbe would have advised him to go to a very good matchmaker.
Basically. Okay, this is one more thing from love and relationships. Before his wedding, a chassid asked the Rebbe whether or not he should follow custom whereby under the chuppah, the groom gently steps on the foot of his bride in order that his voice will be heard in the home. What do you think the Rebbe's responded?
Unholy.
The Rebbe advised against that custom. And he said, a husband should show his wife so much love that there's never an issue of his voice not being heard. Oh, let's stop here and daven mincha now. Yasher koach.